I'm grateful on the daily, before I eat, before I sleep, but now it's more intentional. Now it's like feeling it, like actually you feel it. You're grateful, like you get that calling, like he's here with me. So basically, I do that, and then I go straight into a shower, cold shower. Like I already know I'm not gonna be able to breathe, so I go, I wash my teeth, I open the water, and then I hold my breath. Go inside, 5 minutes, I start releasing that dopamine. I throw my gym clothes on, go straight to the gym, and I back to back 2 hours, whatever it is. I'm not no type of bodybuilder, CrossFit, athlete, no, but I do it for me, for myself. I'm not competing against anyone, but the way I look at it is just if I can do that, if I can actually be consistent, because there's many people that want to do things, but they do it for one day. There's people that do it for 1 week, and they're feeling great. There's other people that are doing it for a couple months, but then they slack off, and then they don't care. What do they do in the morning? They have the blanket, and they cover themselves, and they're like, 2 more minutes, alligator, and they knocked out. They even set up like 20 alarms. For me, easy. I just wake up, I go straight, and it's a really good feeling that I'm able to like actually do that on the daily basis. Okay, welcome to the Limitless CEO Podcast. Today, we are here at the podcast. We've run 3 podcasts back to back. And then we decided that we're going to run another podcast with the Just Right Painting team. Woo! They're going to be asking questions, and I'm going to be asking questions, and we're just going to go fully organic. We don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we're here.
I have no idea.
Let's get it.
Well, I mean, I have a lot of technical questions, but I kind of want Ernesto to lead this. I want to see what he comes up with.
Ernesto,
so
you're going to be, so today, you're going to be the table topic master. So you're going to be the topic master. You're going to be bringing all the gold nugget bullet points.
So, guys, this is my first podcast ever, and I don't even know how to even guide.
That's exactly why I gave you the position. It's the struggle is a part of the entertainment here.
Okay.
What is the biggest struggle that you're going through, Ernesto?
In Just Right Painting?
In guiding this conversation.
I think just making the I'm guessing just to make everything flow. I think for me, because I've never done a podcast before, so I'm like, does it have to flow? Does everything have to flow?
It's fully organic. We're raw here.
Okay.
There's no covers.
It's just like
fully transparent.
It's just like us having a regular conversation.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly.
Okay. Don't get it into your mind. Just don't get up on your head.
It's just the one.
Let it flow.
The one thing I think you should keep in mind is just don't switch. Don't jump topics. Don't go from one thing to another. Just if the flow of the conversation is trying to find the flow of the conversation, we got to start there.
Okay.
But you know what? If you want to be more cool than everybody else and you want to feel confident, wear some glasses.
Wear some look hungover.
Oh man.
Tony. All right. I think.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you something, Ernesto. What do you think in regards to like working out? Like on your perspective, why do you even do it? Like for me, I have my reasons. I know Tony has his reasons, but like, what are your reasons? What is your vision around? What is your purpose? Your why? Like, why do you do it on the daily? And why do you do it at night versus the day? Because for me, I like winning in the morning. Right. So I'm winning all day.
Right.
But for you, like, why do you do it at night?
So the reason why I work out is because my family my family has so many health issues, right? So both my parents have, high blood pressure. Yeah. They have hypertension. Wow. I
didn't know that. That's something interesting.
No, yeah, my grandpa, he had a stroke. And, in my family, there's a bunch of like health issues in their family in regard to like my dad's side, but also like my mom's side. I have like some aunts and uncles that have cancer, and it's just I think just growing up and like hearing all that and then seeing my family just kind of like struggle with their health issues, I think that for me like hit home, and I'm just like, okay, well, I want to take care of my health. And, I've always been active, and I know that like it's not just going to the gym. You have to eat right as well.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah.
And, just
I
like,
agree 100%.
and,
But when you
growing
say
up,
active, like when you say active, what does that mean? Like active as like
active as in
jumping
like,
around or having some movement?
like stretching. I think stretching is it's really important.
But do you stretch like
with
before?
movement.
Like, do you stretch like before you work out, or just as general stretching throughout the day?
Yoga.
I like
Like
stretching
yoga?
throughout the day.
Pilates.
Pilates. No, it's just like doing some basic stretching,
Right.
for like your lower back, your hips, and all that. Because especially when you wake up, for me, like my lower back and my hips are like very tense and tight. And
It's all that muscle.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Too much
And
workout.
then also, before working out, I like to stretch. But like being active, I like going hiking. I like going to the gym. I like camping. Anything where I'm like moving around and I'm just kind of like not sitting down. Boxing. I like boxing too.
Right.
Running.
I
Anything
hate
where like
running.
oh yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate running. That's why I do it. But I think running to me is like more. It's definitely way more mental.
Right.
Like it's in your
And the mindset,
In the
and the
mind.
mental.
yeah.
So going back to like, okay, so you have all this like family members.
Mhm.
They have high pressure, low pressure.
Mhm.
Like, sorry to hear that. I didn't know like a couple people from your family have cancer. So it's not good, but it's good for you that you're able to like take that as fuel
Right.
to do your workout. So you were saying about it.
So with like working out, I like to work out. Oh, going back to like working out, I like working out more at night, only because like I like to end my day. If like I have a stressful day, I always can go to the gym and just wind down and relax. And even if it's like
Interesting.
even if it's like a shitty workout, at least I went to the gym and
Do you tend to like sometimes like you don't like working out that day, you feel shitty, and you go and you have one of the best workouts? Does it happen to you sometimes?
Yeah, I think the best workout I've had was when I pulled an all-nighter.
Yeah.
I worked so this was the time when I was like working at Forever 21, and I worked from like midnight up until 8 a.m. and I didn't sleep at all during
How
that
do you even
time.
do that? Do you like
It's-
take some type of like Monster,
No.
Celsius, Red Bull?
You wrong dogged it.
It's I don't really like taking energy drinks. And then with coffee,
Why not?
It's just
They're so good. I mean, Celsius. They say they put Coke in this thing. I don't even know if it's true.
with like Monster and Red Bull. I don't know. It's just I think.
What about
for
the
me? It just tastes
pre-workout?
like medicine. Pre-workout, I do. I just haven't taken it in a while though.
Okay.
Is
What
it,
do you say about that? I need to check your duffel bag.
Yeah. But no, like like working overnight and I haven't slept in like over I think 24 hours. I went to the gym and that was actually the best workout I've ever had. Even though I was exhausted,
Yes.
I made myself go to the gym and I did back and buys that day. And that was actually the best workout.
But
I've
what
ever
do you,
had.
what do you think? Why was the best workout? What did you do differently? Did you start it differently, or you went all in, no rest, new split, or what? What was different about it?
I think it's
Did
because
you sweat it more, work out more,
I think
or
I
was
had the
just
best
or it was
workout.
just the momentum you kept going?
I think I had the best workout only because I was already like at my mental limit that day.
Right.
And then I just think me pushing myself to go to the gym and then just having that positive like affirmation towards myself where like,
love it.
come on, you can do it. Like,
Yes.
like just
going through that break point.
I'm just like pushing myself, and I'm like, okay, even if you're tired, at least you're here at the gym, and just you just try and work out the best that you could.
Do your best or forget the rest.
Do your best or forget
do your best and forget the rest.
Yeah. But
hey, I'm gonna patent that.
But yeah, that was actually the best workout I've had.
Awesome. What about you, Tony?
Yeah. What about me? I've completely forgotten the question. It's something about working out.
Something about working out. Like, why do you even work out? Or how important do you think, even like if you don't work out on the daily, or you've working out in the past? Because I know you did. You were actually crushing it.
Yeah.
You were sending me these videos. You were all in. You came in. You came in with a different appearance. Like not appearance in the clothes or the way you wear, the way you walk. No, it was an appearance of extra weight. And I saw this coming in. Like you came in like after working out a couple months. You were like slimmer. You like fitted. You're like, who's this actor? It was Tony, aka John Wick. But like, how do you think? How important do you think that is to your health? And let me throw that out here. I remember you sending me those videos. Like you're like, shit, this sucks. and then but you were there and you were sweaty, like from head to toes. Like I thought you went for a swim, but no, you were working out. You were on the steam room, sauna room. How important do you think that is into your health, and why do you do it? When do you do it? What is the purpose behind that?
That's a bunch of loaded questions, but I'll do my best to answer it. So, at least for me, I've always been a nature guy. I like going out to hike. In fact, during the early seasons of fall and spring, those are specifically the times that I like to go out to go hike because the weather's cool. You're not dying from a heat stroke, especially here in California. It's not super cold where you're gonna get stranded and it's gonna rain. Right. And you're gonna die from frostbite. It's pretty nice. Those transitionary periods are pretty nice. But I had this one experience. I went out into Los Angeles National Park. Now, for those people that don't know it, Los Angeles actually has a really, really good national forest where the scenery is comparable to like the redwoods of the coast.
Ooh, $1 million view.
Yeah, it's really nice. And me and my cousin, we went out there. We cooked up some carne asada.
You did? Did you take a grill or something?
I have a propane grill that I took on a backpack, and I took my cast iron skillet.
Right.
And we went out there like maybe 5 miles deep into it, and
you know what I thought you were gonna say? I thought you were gonna say like we went out in the woods, and then I got this like piece of wire, and I got two rocks, and I started like.
I'm not MacGyver.
I'm like, damn, or that this legit stuff right here. But yeah, obviously Mother Nature. I mean, it's great, but yeah. Let's keep going. You went 5 miles deep in. Was it like 5 miles?
Yeah, 5 miles in, and it was all downhill. So we sort of.
It was easy.
Yeah, it was easy. It was easy going in. It was easy going in. It was maybe
what about coming back?
That's what we're getting to. I'm not in the best. I wasn't in the best shape at the time, and I had maybe gone out hiking 5-6 times at that point. And so we were heading on the way back, and maybe like 30 minutes in, maybe like a mile and a half in from coming back. I can already tell this was not the best idea ever. I mean, imagine carrying a cast iron skillet is maybe 10 pounds. It's a heavy piece of material.
It's like wearing a vest.
Yeah, exactly. And then I got my cousin who I brought in, and he's thinking to himself,
you were carrying your cousin as well?
If only. He weighs like twice as much as me. So.
Okay, no, never mind. Yeah, take that back.
It's not possible. Yeah, but we were going up this hill, and like he's looking back on me. Like I look at him like every 15 minutes because I think he's like losing hope.
Right. Do you guys even have water?
Well, we were running out of water.
Was there a river around that you can?
There was a river, but I don't trust river water.
It's the best. The river water is the best. I heard.
You heard? Okay. Well, I'm not gonna.
I wouldn't trust it over here in LA.
I would like to see you try it because And I was with my dog. And honestly, he's my top priority. So I was giving him the majority of my water. And like at the end, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to head up there and I'll leave you guys behind and then I'll come back with more water because that was really the big issue. Because everybody was starting to get dehydrated.
Right.
And so I'm like climbing this hill and I'm like, I'm realizing like, oh my God, this sucks. I'm like stumbling up this hill. We've been in the freaking forest for like 4 hours at this point. And I realized I'm not, I'm going to come prepared next time. I don't want to have this feeling where like I'm like super tired out. Like we're barely making any progress in that time period. Like we're spending twice, maybe 3 times the amount of time just to get back up. And so,
oh yeah, definitely. There's 5 hours in.
Yeah,
you're tired. It was downhill. You're carrying all these things, exactly. The skeleton and the water, and you're tired.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's not good. It's not good.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the transitionary period where I was like, you know what, I'm going to start working out for these reasons because I still go out there. I mean, it's fun. It's
right.
I love going out there taking pictures of my dog, of my cousin suffering out.
You like pain?
I like pain when it's an experience. Okay. So, if we're out there.
What type of pain?
I know what you're saying. It's like, I don't know how to answer that.
That's a complex question.
It's complicated. But yeah, anyway, so you were going through all this pain and you're like, I really got to do something about it.
Yeah.
So then you started like thinking about working out.
Yeah. And I worked out for a bit and I kind of got in a rut. And especially it's kind of hard in the summer because
if
you go out there and it's 100 degrees and
it's extremely hot.
Hey, I'm already thinking like super hot, going out hunting with my dad. My dad's super athlete. Like he was like I don't know, like probably like 50, 55 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
And then we're going out to like Pondale and then also like in Mexico. And
my
dad's he's fucking athletic, bro. He was like right now he's like 80. He can still like run like a marathon.
Yeah.
But like back in the days, he used to walk for like 10, 12 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then we used to go all in and I used to tell my dad, I'm just going to wait right here. So I waited for like another 5 hours. And on our way back, I couldn't go back. So I feel you when you're saying like it's super hot, 120 degree. And then you were thinking, I got to do something different.
I got to switch it up. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of my reasoning behind the whole working out thing.
Right.
It's a way to facilitate greater and more awesome experiences, especially out in the wilderness.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome, bro.
I know you have a very busy schedule, right? So
somewhat
like
3,000 phone calls, 1,000 emails.
You handle a couple
1,000 messages,
businesses, and then you still do estimates and you do all this paperwork, and then you're driving back and forth between the businesses and estimates and
500 miles a day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like checking on the jobs and all that. So for you, like what motivates you to like work out and why do you do it?
I do it for the same reason you do it. And when you said like I do it for stress relief, I don't call it stress because there's always problems. But for me, it's like once I go through that pain in the morning, it's so pleasantful. That's why I asked you like why do you like the pain? Because I really like going through like those discomfort. Because once you like adapt, you're complacent. It doesn't feel good. I like going through those sets. Last set, chuck the muscle. But like after I work out for a couple hours, I have this one feeling. I have this energy, this type of like dopamine, testosterone. I don't know how to explain it. It's something so powerful. And I can go throughout the whole day, like just like keeping that momentum going. Especially when I wake up 3:55. I'm super grateful. I'm grateful I'm alive. I'm grateful I have a body, hands, eyes. I was just talking to like Palomino on the podcast yesterday. They were saying that there was this one guy. He worked his entire life. He was 63. He got a stroke.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
And then half of his body couldn't move. So he was sitting with one hand like this. One hand. And then he had a lot of money. He was a multi-millionaire. He was waiting 2 more years, work even harder to retire. So you know what? That's the main reason I'm so grateful. I have my legs, my sons, everything's great. So I'm grateful in the morning, 3:55, 4 a.m. I'm grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I have a family. I'm grateful that I'm happy. And most of all, I have my family. And I'm doing big things. Not only that, but like after doing that, I analyze my day prior. What can I do better?
Yeah.
Right.
And I just recently started doing that not too long ago. I used to do it, but now I'm more intentional. And recently I was in a Zoom call and they were talking about like reading the Bible and doing all these things. So now I started integrating like 5-10 minutes of reading the Bible.
Okay.
I'm not a big, like, I go to church every Sunday. That's something I do. I'm grateful on the daily, before I eat, before I sleep. But now it's more intentional. Now it's like feeling it. Like actually you feel it. You're grateful. Like you get that calling. Like he's here with me. So basically I do that. And then I go straight into a shower, cold shower. Like I already know I'm not going to be able to breathe. So I go, I wash my teeth, I open the water, and then I hold my breath. Go inside, 5 minutes, I start releasing that dopamine. I throw my gym clothes on, go straight to the gym, and I back to back 2 hours, whatever it is. I'm not no type of bodybuilder, CrossFit, athlete. No, but I do it for me, for myself. I'm not competing against anyone. But the way I look at it is just if I can do that, if I can actually be consistent, because there's many people that want to do things, but they do it for one day. There's people that do it for 1 week and they're feeling great. There's other people that are doing it for a couple months, but then they slack off and then they don't care. What do they do in the morning? They have the blanket, and they cover themselves and they're like, 2 more minutes.
Alligator.
And they knocked out. They even set up like 20 alarms. For me, easy. I just wake up, I go straight, and it's a really good feeling that I'm able to like actually do that on the daily basis. Like today, we went out for dinner. I went to bed like at 2 a.m. because I was watching a movie. It's a badass movie, but it always happens. I'm like, look. I set up that TV in my master bedroom.
Right.
For 20 years, I don't have a TV. I don't watch TV. Back in the days, I was watching like Netflix at the living room, but now set up a TV. It's a nice TV. 75-inch.
Yeah.
All qualities, like high quality, like super 8K. You can see like 3D and stuff.
I remember you were talking about this TV.
I know. I was super excited. And then yesterday, my wife tells me, the Wi-Fi is not working. So I went downstairs. I'm going to try the Wi-Fi. Oh, it's working now. So I turned on Netflix. I was awake till 2 a.m. I got hooked.
I got to test it. I got to make sure this is working. And then that's it.
But yeah, so I got hooked.
To make sure it doesn't turn off.
Yeah, so till 2 a.m. Okay, it was 4 a.m. And I'm like, I'm not going to go to the gym. I always say that, but I always go. So I slept 2 hours. I'm going to sleep in. I'll go later. So I slept in for another hour. I'm like, fuck it. I just don't think about it. I just get off the bed and I went straight to the gym. But you know what? That's really like enjoying that you're able to do things that other people can. Very competitive because people won't do it. There's many people that want to do it, but they can't do it. And they think about it. And then mentally, they're already thinking about they're going to do it, but they don't do it. And I don't know what it is. So that's why I do it, because that's why I started posting on my stories on the daily that I work out, because I have to come in at least 6 times a week posting my stories. And I'm so grateful to do that because I'm able to like actually work out. Right. So that's one of the reasons I do it. As well, for many other reasons. Like you said, like I have all these things going on, responding to 1,000 emails, 1,000 voicemails. So I feel when I go to the gym and I'm like actually working out, I'm like, not stress relief, but it's a really, really good feeling. And then after coming out of the sauna, the steam room, fully sweated, and then just taking off my shirt. And this is like the biggest right here. Like actually like taking off my shirt and looking myself in the mirror on the daily basis and looking at that 6-pack.
Like, you're like, damn.
Yeah. Because it gets to the point that you're like,
it gives you a boost of confidence.
You're a fan of yourself. Like I'm looking at myself, I'm like, hell yeah. So if there's people out there, you take off your shirt and you're not happy, then what are you doing?
Right.
So you're asking me like, why do I do it? Because when I take off my shirt in the morning, every single day, like if you're naked in front of a mirror and you don't like how you're looking, then maybe you're doing something wrong.
Right.
But that's why I do it, because I look at myself and I'm like, okay, maybe I gotta work out more. So that's the same reason when I'm gonna like do a bad decision, I'm like, is this good for me? No, then I don't do it. That's why I stick to water. Only water,
Yeah.
coffee. I have a good diet. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I love candy. You know,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
I
yeah.
balance. I love candy. I love cheesecake. You know,
like
me and
sweet.
Tony, well, like we go to get ice cream
Right.
on the daily, Michoacana. Well, not on the daily, but here and there when I remember, I get Michoacana. Or sometimes we get Coco y Shivania. It's the best spot, bro. It's like
I
curry.
see you guys always
you know,
getting
you
it,
know what?
so-
It's so funny. It's so funny that like we used to get like he used to get level 7,
Right.
and then he started getting level 10. And then as a joke, I called the place and be like, "Can I get a level 20?" And then Tony always thought I was getting a level 20. But they used to tell me, no, there's no level 20. There's no such thing as level 20. I can give you extra sauce. But then one time, not too long ago, Tony said, you know what? There's level 20. Nah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he went into his phone. He showed me level 20. And then I told Tony, are you up for the challenge? And then he's like, yeah. Well, I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask. I just ordered 2 level 20. So it came in. Bro, it was spicy. Spicy.
I think I was here working that day. I think it was on a Saturday,
Hey,
and you were dying.
I was.
he couldn't even finish half
I
of
know.
the sauce.
Hey, I take pride in finishing
Bro, but you know what?
51%, right?
He kept on running to the restroom.
I was about to
disappearing
say
to
that,
the-
like you know what? That day, that was like the worst. It was not even the eating. It was the after.
It's the aftermath. Yeah, especially with
The
spicy
after.
food. It's the aftermath.
Yeah.
Like the ghost pepper jerky, beef jerky that we had.
Yeah.
Eating the actual jerky, not a problem. It's what comes after. It's the dawn. It's what comes. You hear the rumbling in the distance, and it's coming closer, and then you realize, oh shit!
And you can't even walk because like it's too far away. Especially if you have to go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Well, not for me. I mean, I see Tony, so because I prep myself. I told Tony, you know what? I'm gonna prep myself. So you know what I did? I ate a banana, and then like 3 times. So I was set. Nothing happened
good.
to me. I would prep myself 100%. But yeah, I mean that's the main reason I work out, because I'm able to like actually
enjoy all this stuff.
enjoy
all
the
this.
Coco y Shivania, enjoy the ice cream, the candy. I'm not a big drinker, but if I want to drink, like I have a tequila bottle, I take a couple shots. Doesn't matter. It's not the candy. It's not like the whatever it is that it's doing, but it's that you do it too much. You overdo it. But for me, it's more like a lifestyle. The main reason I do it, because I want to do it for life. Right. And I want to do it because I want to continue doing what I like doing. I want to continue doing all the things that I like doing. Like drinking wine. Right. If I want to smoke a cigar, I smoke a cigar. But I don't want to do it on the daily. I rather do more of the good than of the bad. So when I want to do the bad, because everybody does the bad, then I can do it. So yeah, I mean that's the purpose behind it. And I think I'm gonna continue doing it. And each time I push myself to do more. Like right now, I want to get shredded. Right. So like my diet is gonna be like on point. Like right now, I'm fasted. We did 4 or 5 podcasts in a row.
Yeah,
and I'm still fasted.
You're still fasting.
Yeah.
And what time is it? It's like
I gotta check the time.
It's like 3, but damn, it's already 3. So you're So what time are you? What time are you gonna be eating then?
What time am I gonna be eating?
6 o'clock.
Well, Tony.
6
Well, Tony doesn't like eating. That's the thing. When you're hanging around with Tony, like you gotta like actually prep yourself, because Tony doesn't eat in a couple of days.
That's.
I mean, he's kind of like kind of an alien that he doesn't eat. He's not hungry.
No, I'm super hungry.
You know, I eat like 5 times a day. It's just today that we shot so many podcasts.
Yeah.
But like,
can't fit it in the schedule. I'm sorry. You'll be eating tomorrow at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
I know that it's crazy because I know you're always like offering to like buy me food, and I'm always like, no, I got my meal prep in the fridge.
Right. Why do you meal prep anyways? What do you think about eating healthy and stuff?
So
Is it the sodium?
This is the sodium.
when I was
Do
actually
you like beef jerky?
when I was living, I do like beef jerky. Yes.
You like Monster?
Monster? Like the the energy drinks? No. Okay, so I kind of have a story. So when I was living in Riverside, this was in January of 2020. So when I was living in a house with like my friends, that back then I used to work at LA Fitness, and this was.
Were you a personal trainer?
No, I was working at the front desk,
Okay.
and it was actually one of my favorite jobs.
You look like a
because
personal trainer.
people would think that I would be a personal trainer, but I'm like, no, I'm just
you
a
have like,
front desk
like
staff.
30-inch arms.
Thank you. But no, I would just like work at the front desk, and back then I would be really, I would always be doing something because I would have 2 jobs. I would go to school, and I would be doing a lot. So, I didn't really have time to, or I would always just like be too tired to like meal prep because it would take 2 to 3 hours.
Right.
Yeah, just to do it all.
Yeah. So what I would do, I would just buy food all the time. And back then I didn't calculate how much I would be spending on food.
Yeah.
And so
How much were you spending on food anyways?
when the pandemic hit later the year, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to track my spending and see how much I've, like where my money goes. And so
And
I remember
that's when you realize you fucked up.
that's when I realized I would be spending so much money on food. I would spend, I think when I added up the total cost just on food, it would be $1,000.
Oh, go ahead.
1,000 per month?
No, 1,000
Per week.
300 for that month just on food.
Shit.
And that was eating out.
That was eating out.
That was eating
That
out.
was not eating out.
Oh, okay.
That was-
yeah.
Yeah, that was just on eating
That
out.
was not on groceries. That was just eating out.
That was just eating out, like
'cause
McDonald's.
That's a lot of
Yeah.
money. That's like what, like 300, like 350.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I would
a lot.
like. I would try to eat healthy, but
So three. So that was 7 days a week.
yeah,
So you were literally
I would eat out
spending
2 to 3
$40
times
a day. How much were you making?
No, more than back then. I think.
Holy moly.
So back then, I would get paid Riverside. I would get paid like $13, $14.
So
an
he's
hour.
making $100 a day, and he's spending $60 a day.
So
Yeah. How much was the rent?
LA Fitness wasn't the only job I had. I also worked at
Okay.
school.
Makes sense. I was about to say like,
Yeah.
like it's not adding
It's
up.
not
Like what's
adding up.
going on?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
yeah.
So, sometimes I've, going back to the point, some days I would feel like shit only because I would be eating bad.
You'd be eating a lot
And
of.
I would be eating,
Yeah.
like,
You were not
like
in the-
junk food and all
You were
that.
not in the diet tea.
Yeah.
Right. Chicken.
What's the diet tea for the people that don't know?
No,
The
not
diet
this
tea
again.
is the tortas, tamales, tortillas, tingas,
Tacos.
takis, and tacos. But yeah,
diet
so you were not on that diet.
That sounds
No, not on that diet.
like a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very pleasant.
But like switching to like eating healthy, I learned to like it. But I just can't do like
But what's
just
eating
plain
healthy for
chicken
you?
and right.
What's eating healthy? What does that mean?
High protein.
So high protein.
It's not like hamburger and French fries.
That sounds
Well,
tasty,
actually,
but
okay.
it's not.
In and out.
Protein
In
style.
and out.
It's just meat.
So,
Yeah. meat
I
and
try to
lettuce.
4 by
stay
1.
away from like
Animal fries.
kind of like processed foods and stuff like that. So
Makes sense.
anything that's why I don't like anything. I don't like frozen food. I like eating
You
more like
don't?
natural.
Yeah.
natural
he,
Me neither.
food.
he has to
I hate
cut up
it.
the pig in the afternoon and then he'll be able to cook it in the night.
As long as the food has flavor, that's
Yeah,
all
makes
that
sense.
matters.
Oh, that
to me,
matters, yeah.
Because then
I remember
You know,
those days.
if you eat good, you feel good. You have more energy. As opposed to like if you're eating junk food all
If
the
you're
time,
eating crap, you feel like
you
crap.
feel like crap. Yeah,
If you're feeling like
Exactly.
crap, you're delivering crap energy.
exactly. And working over here at Just Right Painting, and then for the Forma Tu Cuerpo,
Yeah.
I work. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. I work 12 hours a day,
Ooh.
and I feel like
Wow.
most of the time I have a lot of energy.
You do. Yeah.
Most of
Big
the time, I
energy guy.
do feel like I have a lot of energy.
What do you think about energy, anyways?
Energy?
Yeah.
What do I think about energy?
What do you think about energy, and how do you create your energy?
Yeah.
What is energy?
What is energy?
How do you eat it? How do you
eat it?
How do you transfer it?
How do you create it?
How do you keep it? How do you create it?
I think
you be created when
energy.
you destroyed.
Actually, I think for me, energy has to do all about mindset. And I think
That's
if
where it
you
starts
have-
in the mindset.
Yeah, if
Being
it all starts in your-
intentional?
yeah, it starts about being intentional,
That's good.
trying to be positive, because just daily affirmations, like you said earlier, like daily affirmations, like you got to be great. You got to have stuff that you're grateful for.
Yes.
I have a job. I have 2 jobs. I have a car. I have a
Yes.
roof over my head. I have legs that I can walk. I have arms where that function. I have money. You just got to have those daily positive affirmations, and then I think that creates that positive energy that you need throughout the day. And
Do you think it's good to be generous with your energy?
Yes. I think yeah.
Awesome.
I just want to mention we're pushing it. The camera is at 0%.
Okay, so the camera is at 0%, and we're gonna give it an end. Last remarks from Tony, aka John Week, executive assistant.
Oh, last remarks. This was great. I loved it. It's
Awesome.
not every day you get to talk to everybody, and then there's not like an end point. It's just having a conversation.
Yeah.
This is fully raw, non-prepared, organic content. But anyways, thank you for chiming in to the Limitless CEO podcast.
We will see
and
you-
we'll see you on the next one.
To be continued.
To be continued. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Cheers.